Hello there, one and all. You know who I am, Supreme Misfit Professional Dipshit, and I'm giving a controversial take. And as of course you can see by the title, if I'm in Trump's cabinet or a Trump family member, I'm not trusting the Secret Service. Now, to be fair, it's not all Secret Service. It's just the management, the heads, the partisan hacks at the Secret Service. I'm not trusting the head of the Secret Service. I'm not trusting these people because you cannot trust the same government that's been persecuting Trump through the classified documents shit. And there is a clear partisan adversarial nature against Donald Trump, and I am not trusting the Secret Service, especially if they answer to Mayorkas, a guy who's a partisan hack piece of shit. If Trump is continuing to allow the Secret Service, if he's going to trust his life to the same, not necessarily deep state, but government that botched the crooks, they had one chance and they fucked it up. They missed some dweeb with an AR-15 on a rooftop somehow. And not only that, it just seems, it just feels fishy. And considering the Secret Service track record with JFK and Robert Kennedy Jr., I'm not trusting these guys. And in fact, if I had one suggestion to give to Trump, if there's anyone from his camp, don't put his life in the hands of partisan hacks. Again, the grunts at the Secret Service, no problem. The basic agents, no problem. But when there's clear partisan hackery, you should not be putting your life in their hands. In fact, Trump should be going over there to Constellus Holdings, the old academy. He should be going to executive protection. People who will protect him because that's their fucking job. And if your Secret Service has to answer to Mayorkas, who hates Trump and has adversarial leanings against him, why in God's name would you trust the Secret Service, your life to the Secret Service? This is befuddling to me. And so hopefully Trump has changed that. Hopefully he denies the Secret Service. And not only that, with executive protection and better, like even mercs and private contractors, that also gets you privacy. And you can trust them because that's their job. You're paying them for a job. Whereas Secret Service, those guys are going to leak. And especially how we seen how the recent event happened where our president almost, lost his brain matter and it was only off by millimeters, it was grazing his ear. That is a clear failure. And when you've seen the DEI hires there and who's head of the Secret Service, Trump should not be putting his life in the hands of Secret Service and partisan hackery. He shouldn't. And if he still is, please, someone tell him not to trust this government. You cannot put your life in these people's hands. If it was me personally, if I had a relative, I would be looking at the current government and saying, they fucked up once. What's the chance they'll fuck up again? And I think this is malevolent neglect. And this is just my opinion. It's malevolent neglect. They were hoping, I think, the deep state, and there's other political officials, and especially people on the left, that were wishing that things happened differently at that assassination attempt. So, if I'm Trump or a part of the Trump camp, I'm go with Constellus Holdings, go with executive protection, because those are people who know their shit, and more than likely, they're not going to be having DEI hires with shorter women who can't put their whole, handgun back in their holster, and you can trust them not to fuck up the security because that's their sole job. And it is for the Secret Service. But when you have heads of the Secret Service and people in our government that's adversarial and partisan, no way in hell should you be putting your life in their hands because, let's face it, the FBI, partisan hackery going on there. The CIA, partisan hackery, DEI going on there. Secret Service, same thing, partisan DEI hackery. So for the sake of the president and Donald Trump, you should not be consulting these guys, even though it's their job and they're government funded and taxpayer funded. If it's me, I'm telling these guys to pound sand, and I'm going with the people who know their shit. Constellus Holdings, Academy, and Blackwater, because these are people who, if it goes sideways, you are in good hands, guaranteed. And that's not me. I'm not paid to push PMCs. This is just my humble opinion. And even if they do have political leanings, it's not going to factor in to their job, unlike the heads and the partisan hacks. It's Secret Service. Boy, I'm going to get so much shit for this opinion, by the way, but that's just my opinion. Especially with our current government, Mayorkas, head of the Department of Homeland Security. Yeah, no. And especially with the other fuckery going on with our government and the hackery, the bipartisan, the biasness against them. Again, not to sound like a broken record, I'll wrap this up here, but Trump shouldn't be trusting these people for the sake of his life and a potential future president, at least for the time being. When Joe Biden's in office, we cannot trust the current form of government to keep him safe and to keep him protected. That's my 2 cents from some shithead here on YouTube. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time. Take it easy.